Fragrance lovers, fragrance enthusiasts, and people who want to smell amazing, welcome back to my channel. It's Benjamin here, Centaur Fragrance Channel, happy to help you. Happy to talk about fragrances today. It's a beautiful day, a wonderful day, and let's talk about Sushi Imperial. Before we do, in the comment sections below, let me know, have you tried this fragrance or any fragrance from the house of Bois 1920? And what is your favorite charismatic, beautiful fragrance in your collection? Let me know in the comment section below. Also like and all those other good things if you'd like to help. But let's talk about this fragrance here today. You get beautiful citruses off the top. It has that melange effect. You get orange and bergamot and all those beautiful citruses right off the top of this fragrance. It really wows you. There's a tonka bean that also is a little bit sweet, but this isn't really a modern fragrance. It actually has some rustic elements to it, some old world elements, but it's a very sensual fragrance. And in the mid of the fragrance, I detect a lot of cinnamon, a really nice cinnamon. There's actually some nutty nutmeg, adding a little bit of a woody spiciness. And there's lots of beautiful spices here. Really well done. There's charismatic fresh rose. There's a sensual jasmine that helps transition to the base of the fragrance. Real Madagascar vanilla in this fragrance. Also, there's sandalwood and vetiver, giving some woodiness, some intrigue. Some of the biggest components to this fragrance is the patchouli, and the patchouli here sings in the background harmoniously and adds a lot of backbone with the anise. This licoricey quality, and Bois 1920 is able to do it so well. It adds a lot of the charisma, a lot of the attractiveness, and a lot of the seductiveness to this fragrance. I have to tell y'all that this is a very beautiful fragrance. I do think the sweetness off the top really, it may almost distracts from the citrus. It's still very fresh and still smells beautiful, but the citruses here do sing. I do think the sweetness in the opening can, if you pay a lot of attention right when you smell the fragrance, right when you put it on, it can be a little bit odd. But what this fragrance really does in the dry down and with the payoff, and when this fragrance really does its magic in the later stages, in the mid, you are well rewarded with a charismatic fragrance. If you didn't know, this is actually one of the most popular fragrances at the FragCom when there were only 10 or 15 fragrance reviews in the early days, in the young days. Some people might say the golden age of fragrance reviewers. So back then, and I was watching fragrance reviews, I know all about it. This fragrance here was one of the most beloved fragrances with green Irish tweed. So really nice fragrance, really highly respected, and still an excellent fragrance today. Really nice, and it will give you a nice sweet citrusy spicy effect, not overtly woody, and it does have a really nice blending of sensuality. The florals don't overpower the fragrance. There is rose and jasmine, but they're very much in the background. And the rich, beautiful, modern Italian use of patchouli, just done to perfection. Beautiful fragrance, absolutely well done. Highly recommend you get your nose on it. Let's talk about the other aspects of the fragrance. Let's talk about none other than the, what can I say? The performance. That performance. What do we get out of this fragrance? You're going to get 7 hours, 7 to 8 hours. I wouldn't say it's a really strong fragrance, and by no means is this a weak one. This is quite a nice fragrance. Actually does really well. So 7 to 8 hours. If you spray it up, get it on a little bit of clothes, easily get you through your workday. Projection wise, this fragrance does project. It will reach out, but I wouldn't say it's a shouter. I wouldn't say it's begging for attention. It is charismatic. It will get noticed. It can get noticed with a scent trail. But is it a beast mode fragrance? No. But does it need to be? Not really. This is actually where I really like performance to perform. 7, 8, 9 hour range of longevity, and they do project a little bit above average, but they're not too loud to be obnoxious. It says really hits that sweet spot of really solid performance. Also, with another reason why this fragrance is so great is that complement factor. We talked about the sensual use of rose and jasmine and this patchouli, and patchouli always has a refined, classy element about it. And the spices here also adding with that sweetness, Madagascar vanilla and tonka, almost give you that natural spicy, sweet element to this fragrance. And it's something really different. You probably have never experienced anything like this before. It's a little bit of a different kind of sensuality, and I would say it's almost rustic, like almost old world, but it doesn't smell old. I'm not saying this is a fougere or a chypre, anything like that, and nothing's wrong with those fragrances, but this has a unique sensuality all on its own. Really well done fragrance once again, and complement factor is here. I've had experienced this fragrance, and people find this a very charming, almost romantic kind of fragrance. It just works wonders. And you'd be surprised that when you smell this fragrance, you might say this isn't overtly gourmand, or it does have some sweetness, but it's not really that sweet, and it's not heavy on any particular note. Is this fragrance really that seductive or that charming? Wear this around your significant other. Wear this on a date. And I certainly come back and report to me and let me know how this fragrance works for you. I think it'll certainly help you out just a little bit. So my final thoughts with this fragrance. These fragrance du... I almost said fragrance du Bois because of the Bois. This fragrance from Bois 1920. Sushi Imperial is absolutely worth every darn penny. They charge you about 140 odd euros, 145 euros, which comes out to US dollars about that 180 so dollar range. I think that's a very good price for a niche, mid-level niche fragrance, and this one is certainly a great one. If you do find this really nice, or maybe you don't like how the sweetness comes off, maybe you want something even a little bit more assertive of a fragrance, you might like really patchouli, which I love. That's one of maybe my favorite fragrance from this house, but this is still a spectacular fragrance. Really recommend you get your nose on it, guys. Again, this was provided for free from the house of, not house, but the boutique of So Avant-Garde. I will include their website below. Again, Bois 1920 didn't really send it to me, so I'm not influenced to really even at all. Even if I was, you might say I was tempted if I got it from the house. This is more from a boutique or an online store, so I'm not really influenced either way to say if this is good or bad. But I do want to put it out there that this is an excellent fragrance, and do give So Avant-Garde a chance. They're a nice company, good people, and they got good customer service, so do check them out. Again, guys, Sushi Imperial, happy to have it in the collection, happy to share it with you today. It's a wonderful thing. Just look at that bottle. It's an old world charm. I didn't really talk about the presentation, but the box is beautiful, and the glass here is like frosted glass. The cap is a type of wood or wood-like material. Inside of the cap is plastic. Do wish it was metal. Do kind of wish that it would click into place, but it's still a wonderful fragrance, especially for the value, for the price. They could probably charge more and get away with it, but I think that they're priced right at about 180 US dollars for 100 mils. This is a 100 ml bottle, my friends. So anyways, wonderful people out there. I hope that you enjoyed my fragrance review today of Sushi Imperial, a very funny name. I thought about joking about the name. I guess this is kind of bloopers at the end of the video if you're still watching with me. I thought about joking about a cruise ship. You know, maybe the cruise ship is called Sushi, and this is their fancy fragrance that they sell on this cruise, luxury cruise. I really couldn't explain away the name of Sushi Imperial, but it does kind of capture a fancy feeling, kind of like a luxury casino, maybe a luxury casino, you know, on a yacht, or who knows, you know, and you're going on a really fancy vacation. This fragrance can really work wonders and has some kind of charm to it. I don't know how to describe it, and I don't know how it works with the name. I don't know if it's really inspired by sushi. There's no wasabi in this fragrance or anything that's particularly Japanese or anything like that. But again, fantastic fragrance. Thank y'all for watching. If you did stick to the end of the video, I think that you like my content. You probably do. So why don't you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and all that good stuff so you don't miss out on my next video. I upload Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for you wonderful people. So come on back. I always got something new and beautiful going on. And I'll see you in the next video, everybody. Have a beautiful day. Stay safe. Stay wonderful. Smell beautiful. And find the fragrances that you love. And you might just love this one. So I'll see you in the next video, everybody. Peace out. Have a beautiful day. And bye.